Welcome back to A Corporate Time. We've got John Graham in studio.
Hello.
For a segment we like to call What's in Our Mouths.
Yes.
Is that
What's in my mouth? It better not be a fish. What's in my mouth? It's a goddamn fish.
It's What's in My Mouth, featuring John Graham. It better not be a fish.
You should put out an EP of all the versions.
Normally, it's not a fish. Normally, it's just normally it's some sort of consumer product that they're trying to, trying to trick us into
new stuff, weird stuff.
I think that it's a trickery, right? It's a bit of like ad trickery.
Novelty, yeah.
Yeah, where they're trying to find different things for us to eat.
Well, there's a million kinds of. Remember, there used to be one kind of Oreos. Now there's like 40.
Yeah.
There's popping Oreos. There's fall Oreos. There's Lady Gaga Oreos.
Before we start, I want to talk to John about the news.
Yes. What do you think of Gaza? What's your opinion?
There's
of
nothing
no.
to get me into trouble there.
No. Not
from the land to
the
the sea, they will always be free. Like, I don't know.
Not
What's the phrase
no,
you say? Okay.
Not the world news.
Oh,
the,
my God.
The
what do you think of walls?
The local media news.
I'm sorry.
And I want to talk to. I saw a BDM post from a BDM that posts regularly and has been a BDM for a long time. Richard, the UPS
Grumpy
driver.
Richard, British Richard.
Grumpy British Richard.
Yeah, I love him. He's great.
Who's dedicated his life to delivering Chinese garbage. Take that. Anyway, so he said, he was like, hey Tom, he tagged me and he's like, this is why people watch the traffic reports on the news.
Oh, and it was a hot Asian traffic reporter.
And then it had a good-looking lady in a pantsuit.
She had
traffic.
a tight top with a little skirt. And her hair frosted.
And so I was about to reply, but then I was like, I just want to talk about it on the show.
Okay, that's fair.
But my reply was going to be, I can see videos of good-looking ladies on the internet.
That's not any fun. That's because you don't have any imagination. You got to have everybody show you.
Doing more interesting things than some irrelevant traffic report.
Exactly. It's good because it's in your town and it feels like there's like a connection. She's talking directly to me.
I could meet that person at public.
Yeah, this is exactly. John gets it. He's horny and real. You have no emotion. You literally can't do it.
I could literally see videos of newscasters doing the news, and then some dudes come in there.
But they're not real. They're not real newscasters. You see the difference?
Yeah, but
it's because you're emotionally detached from it.
I don't think you're going to see that on
there.
Well,
John,
I'm just saying.
You seen those videos? It's like 6 guys come into frame.
Gosh,
like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So you're taking the time out of your day to watch a local television report with
Richard
a good
has an imagination.
But you don't need an imagination with the videos on the internet.
I understand, but some people
it's
like
so
that.
much better.
It's like a version of edging. It's like mental edging.
It's still a stranger.
No, not as good.
Well, that's not the only reason to watch the news, right?
Yeah.
Is your dark fantasies?
Well,
that's my only reason. My only reason to watch the news is to sort of see how all the lady newscasters are holding
probably
up.
Not too bad, but yeah.
Well, and then also, I mean, it comes to my phone. I just see the traffic real time.
Travis. Okay, let's get into our products.
But I mean, in defense of local news, I know what you're saying because I'm a little more. When I was doing news, which is almost 20 years ago now.
Yeah.
Weather was always first, or not necessarily came first, but was most important. And now you can get it on your phone. So the challenge is to make it interesting, personable, but also try and beat your phone because the stuff coming to your phone might be 10 minutes delayed. So the people here in town can get a little ahead of that. But that's more important when you get like a hurricane or tornado or a big storm coming through. And this is kind of the same thing with traffic. Hopefully they'll see stuff a little faster.
He's not going to buy it. He's
the
going to
news
yell
tries
at you.
to beat your phone. That's impossible.
He's going to yell at you
really
about how his phone wins, and he's and then he's going to do the thing where he yells.
We're talking minutes, not hours or anything. But
listen, my phone is the fastest phone.
No, it's not. Your phone is not.
I get things before the news can give it to me.
You don't. Your phone is trash. You're like yours personally. Your phone is not good. It's not quick.
Yeah, I got the iPhone, whatever.
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, but it gets things instantly.
Johnny has to win the argument in order for us to get the product.
Okay.
Sorry,
you got to let him win. You got to let him win.
watch the news and get up.
Yeah,
at,
people are different and different
7
reasons for
in the
watching the
morning.
news. Yeah, some
Well,
of us
what's the
want it.
reason?
Yeah, I just told you, but it's never good enough for you. That's the way we argue here. You give him reasons, and he's like, no.
Plus,
Yeah.
you could. Like
I'm
I said,
not doing it
you could,
anymore.
You could see Trooper Steve driving around or at the Publix or the grocery store.
Yeah,
or whatever.
exactly.
Yeah.
He's more of a Trooper Steve, man. I think that was one of the jokes that floated into that. All right, what do we got here for?
Wait, well, before I even dive into these, I
Yeah,
had one
yeah.
I thought it's just a new brand of gummies, like candy gummies, not magic gummies. But I was going to give you a quiz. It's new gummies. They're extra large, and they have the head of an athlete who used to live here in Orlando.
They are Curly Neal Orlando Magic Gummies.
You're on the right track, actually.
Yeah. I
Big shaved head.
Oh, is it Shaquille O'Neal?
The Shaqalicious XL gummies.
All right.
They're just his.
And
You
they're
get 'em
not-
they're only at Walmart, and there's big fat head.
And they're
You
not
literally like chew on his forehead. Or
and they're
whatever.
not cannabis.
No,
They're straight up
they're
like
peach,
gummy bears.
orange, and berry punch.
Okay, so there's just sugar in them?
Yeah. They're just plain old regular gummies.
I need drugs.
yeah.
Or some sort of, at least melatonin to give my son.
I mean, I could probably see him starting with this, and then if the flavors are okay, so, it only takes a guy with a check to reach out to Shaquille and say, like, hey, we like your big fat XXL heads, and we want to make them into, like, adult gummies.
Or
So-
you put some sort of mushroom in there, and then
That'd be fine.
because that's
Yeah,
you,
that's hip right now.
You don't need the psilocybin mushroom, but if you just put any mushroom, they like and then market it like like mushroom gummy. People will buy them. They have
Yeah.
no idea which mushroom gives
True.
you the hallucinations.
Have you been? Well, obviously you have because you
They
you
do
deal
that
with
already.
products. But you go into Target and it's like 1,000 different kinds of mushroom
Oh, yeah.
ointments and little
Yeah,
pills,
yeah.
and then you put them on your dissolvables for your tongue. A
Yeah, yeah,
Band-Aid.
yeah.
This
Yeah.
Band-Aid has mushrooms on it.
They're
I haven't
taking.
done any of those. Most.
Yeah, everything is. I haven't done them since Flagler College.
Oh, the
96.
best-
Oh no, I meant the legal mushrooms.
Yeah,
I haven't done the illegal
I
mushrooms.
have
either, but
not
yeah.
done. I've only done illegal mushrooms. I have never done legal mushrooms.
Well, there's mushrooms everywhere.
I eat 'em.
yeah.
I love
And that's the same. I mean, then there's like the other ones that are like maybe closer in the family to the psilocybin ones, and I think that's what
that's
they're
where
kind
it
of
gets
marketed.
Or
But
those
it's
the
not
ones you
the
buy at
CBD.
those are the
They
ones
don't-
you buy at the gas station. You just have nightmares for a month.
Yeah.
I don't think they do anything. I think you need the straight psilocybin,
The real ones.
and that's the only thing that works. And then there's some other like real crazy ones, but you can't get that.
Oh, those are like you're like poisoning yourself.
Yeah,
And they have to bring you back to life.
Yeah. You have some sort of like dream that you think lasts 20 years, and it's only
Yes,
5 seconds.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
I saw the beginning of the universe.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want to see the end of the universe.
So, John, what do we got first?
First,
here?
okay, you got a couple little bowls there in front of you. These are ramen noodles, Nissan cup noodle,
Okay.
one of the regular ones you find. But every once in a while they put out a special flavor.
These are beautiful bowls.
This is one of them. This is again a Walmart exclusive. They're doing a lot of exclusive things. So
Twist it around your
tear
fork,
into that
too.
and tell me what you think it is.
Twist.
This kind of doesn't have a lot of broth. It just kind of
I-
cooks into the
Yeah,
noodles.
yeah, gotcha.
I feel like this is the first time you've done hot foods, John. Is this correct?
Well, I brought,
I
in,
like
I brought,
being
I brought
fed.
in those spam muffins.
I like
before,
being
yeah.
fed like a big fat radio pig.
All right.
It's sweet.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm. Sweet.
You know, I like my ramen salty.
Yeah.
You know, so when I first been into it,
Yeah, I don't
was
like the sweet.
I was expecting salty.
Yeah, I don't like the sweet.
You know, I like Asian noodles salty, not sweet. So
I'll give you a hint.
Wow.
They have done breakfast, which is maple syrup, pancake sausage, and egg flavored.
Okay.
This is not that.
okay.
Is it chocolate?
Yeah, you're on. The chocolate's one of the big things. in
Sweet
there.
chocolate.
Is
it fudge?
Some
Fudge
sort of
noodle.
brownie?
Fudgy
ramen?
noodles.
You got chocolate. You got. I'll give you a hint. You got marshmallow.
Oh, s'more.
S'mores.
noodle,
Yeah.
Okay.
Campfire s'more
Oh,
ramen
God.
noodles in sauce.
That's barf.
Yeah.
That is straight barf.
It made it worse.
Yeah.
Now
the
that you
fact
know what it
told
is,
me,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah. If
Lord.
you'd have just left it alone and said like it's sweet and sour, I'd have been like, okay.
yeah,
But
yeah,
since
yeah.
you called it s'mores, I'm like, well, now we have to kick you out of the studio. It's that's horrible,
Because
John.
even weirder, so it's got chocolate, marshmallow, and graham cracker in there, but then also it still has some regular stuff like garlic powder
Yuck.
and onion powder.
Yuck.
You know what? If I was Mr. Ramen, in at the board meeting, and I'm like, all right, we need new ideas for some new flavors, some promotional flavors to get out in our, fall line. And then someone raises their hand. They're like, how about s'mores? I'm like, you're fired.
Exactly.
I give them a good old trophy.
Go clean out your desk.
And they get
Give
the
them
hell out
insider
of here.
trading.
And
I'm
then,
in a union. We don't care. Get out of here.
and then I'll say, let it be known that if you throw out a stupid idea like that, you will be fired. And they don't scare everybody into giving me good ideas.
Maybe we should, instead of saying there are no dumb ideas, we should say there are a few dumb ideas. There are some dumb ideas.
Yeah. And then when you say them, you'll be fired. So just think about
we
it.
live in a land with no consequences anymore, John.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Do you notice like a little kind of funny aftertaste, like
I do.
like a fake sugar aftertaste?
Yes.
I do.
It's because they use sucralose in this, which is Splenda.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
And the reason they do that is because you got to microwave this stuff for 3 minutes, and if you put sugar in it, it'd burn. And artificial sweeteners don't burn like that.
Well, hold on a second. That should be the advertisement to not eat artificial sweeteners, right? Because if it's flame retardant and I'm eating it, right?
Yeah.
I like to eat things that burn
Yeah.
because they're organic.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Adding.
That's the worst thing. Even like that may have beat. Do you think
Oh,
that
God.
beats? Do you think that beats Fruity Pebble Lays?
It would be the last choice I'd ever want in ramen noodles.
Could you eat the whole
flavor.
bowl? I honestly can tell you
No,
after
no.
you told me what it is with the texture.
Made me
There's
disgusted.
no. I will gag. Who wants to see Gag Man? Because I can do. I can throw up right now.
All right, so that is, and it's obviously
It's just for the fun.
for promotion, for marketing, right?
I don't think anybody's going to buy a 12-pack and love it that much.
Yeah, no one wants
Yeah,
this.
but there
no
will be that one
demanded it.
person that's like, "Oh, I love it so much." You're like, you're just doing that because you want attention. You're starved for attention because your parents hated you.
I will slap you with my hat.
That's good.
Or you
That's
either
good.
be fired, or if you like it, I will slap you with
And
my
do you
hat.
know how insulting that is? Because he doesn't wear hats. He's gonna have to go to his car. He's gonna have to
thought
go
that
to
was
his
the
car
magic
and
of
get
radio.
his hat.
Yeah.
He only wears that when he's running.
All right, what do we got next?
So
here?
I think we talked about this last time I was in here. All dressed potato chips.
Yes, they're big in Canada.
Yeah, big in Canada and actually big in prison.
Yes.
There's a brand called the Whole Shebang.
Yeah, they sell them at 7-Eleven, and my ladies at my 7-Eleven told me, they're like, baby, those chips started in jail. And I was like, okay, I'm not falling for this racist trap you're setting for me.
So
I'm
they're
not going to agree with you.
I love
they're
racist traps.
They're basically a mix of different chips. So it's barbecue, salt and vinegar, and ketchup. Some of them also have sour cream and onion in there. But this one is just barbecue, salt, vinegar, and ketchup. These are from Aldi.
Oh, are you a fan of the Aldi?
Yeah,
What do you think?
depends. I don't buy everything there, but
Yeah.
like, they got a lot of good produce.
Okay.
And then some of the weird stuff. They always have weird chips. Like they had beer flavored. I think I brought those in once. They bring in the brat flavored potato chips.
I think
once
we
before.
had those.
So here, give those a
Yeah.
try. That's all
I'll
dressed.
just grab 2 of these guys here. Thank you, sir.
There you go. Just go ahead and grab the bag.
Oh, God.
Good one.
Those are great.
Yeah, and then people might know like wrap snacks. Lil Baby has a version of this same kind
Damn,
of flavor.
Aldi don't skimp on the salt. I'll tell you that. Woo!
It's a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
of the vinegar too. I think kind of sneaks up on you and
Yeah,
makes you
that's
think
good.
it's saltier than
That's
it is.
real good.
When you shop at Aldi, it tells me you're poor, but not so trashy.
Yeah.
That's right. You know,
You're poor but not dumb.
Yeah,
I kind of end up shopping everywhere, not just for this. Like you get
He
your
wasn't
stuff.
attacking you.
You go to just
He
no, but I
wasn't,
mean,
I
you go to
promise you.
just
He was-
Publix.
he was-
I mean, there's a little
bit.
tacky.
It was a little
I go to Walmart a lot more than I used to.
I love Walmart.
Oh,
I
And
go
I'll
there all
stop-
the time.
Well, the key to going to Walmart is you got to go at 7 or 8 in the morning on Sunday. That's because everybody's in church, so you can go in and it's not crowded and it's not crazy.
Yeah.
I'll probably see you there. Andrea loves Walmart. We go a lot. I enjoyed the savings. And their fishing department is very good. Very good.
The one thing that is it's hard to buy, like I would just need one onion, and Walmart doesn't really sell just like
No.
one onion. They sell like a bag of onions.
No,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
A big bag. It's huge. It's
Or I
like
want 2 apples. No, you got to buy a
like
bag.
a
of apples.
5-pound cat litter box of onions.
What do we got? I like those chips.
Yeah, those are delicious.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's one. There's a little. It looks like peanut butter sitting right there on the table, and some crackers if you want to
Oh, okay.
dig into that. That
Okay.
is. It's and Crystal might like this one. This is. Do you let the kids eat sugar?
No, yeah. I mean, John. What? I mean, come
mean,
on. We've known each other long enough. You should know that my kids.
Do you let the
fuel-
kids eat
fuel
sugar when your
sugar.
wife is working?
There's a limited amount of actual parenting going on in the Van household. You know, it's
The boys have.
we do the bare
They
minimum.
do ice cream with ice cream for dessert,
Yeah,
right?
like, I get them to school, pick them up from school. You know, there's some other things like they're fed all the time. They got new clothes.
I gotta grab
you
a
know.
water.
But as
Little
far
thick.
as their diet,
Yeah, well, that's good. That's really good.
Well, here, now give it a try. See what
right.
you think. So this is well, here, I'll wait until you tell us what you think of it before I tell you what it is.
All right.
But it's thick like peanut butter. It doesn't have peanuts. It doesn't have any nuts in it.
oh wow,
Tastes like pumpkin pie.
yeah, that is.
It's good. I actually enjoyed that with the cracker. It kind of tastes like pumpkin pie.
You could put it on fruit. You could like put it in a smoothie.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So that, yeah, that is some sort of spicy,
Tastes like allspice with like some, I don't know, some something.
No, I'll
like
let you-
autumn flavor.
yeah. It's Oat House granola butter.
All right.
So it's the predominant thing in there is oats. They call it a spreadable granola. This is the original. They also do cinnamon roll, cookie dough, banana bread, wild berry, stuff like that. So it is, let's see, nut-free, soy-free, dairy-free, gluten-free, non-GMO, and vegan, except for the ones that have marshmallows in
These are homeschool products, right?
What do you
These are
mean?
products primarily for kids that are homeschooled.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
weirdo kids, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
always
yeah,
get
yeah.
like, you go over to their house, and they're great
Yeah.
kids. So you go over to their house to eat, and they're like, you're like, can I have a peanut butter sandwich? And they're like, you can have a spreadable granola sandwich on inflatable, hibiscus bread.
You're like, oh
All
my
right.
God.
Yeah.
You just give me some
Yeah.
Peter Pan peanut butter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Give me the Jif.
Yeah. It's all chemicals, no
Jif's
peanuts.
leaning in. Do you see
Yeah,
Jif is leaning into their trashiness. Do you know their new phrase?
What?
It's so jiffing good. They're just going they're just going full vulgarity because they're like, we're Walmart, just do it, give them the full Jif.
Yeah. And then it's like it's some sort of sugar product. Like, this is a sugar product, contains 0 peanut butter. And you're
It's
like,
a
okay.
peanut flavored sugar product, you idiot.
It's a peanut flavored spread.
It's artificial peanut spread sugar.
I think, like putting this in a peanut butter and jelly sandwich would probably be overkill. But
It's really not bad. Look, I don't
it
want
reminds me of the airplane cookies, the Biscoff cookies.
Yeah. It's got a good flavor. The only thing I would say with that, it is off-putting when you dunk your cracker in and pull it out. It's gritty. It's like,
yeah,
and
it's
I'm
a
not
little
talking the
sand
Well,
Yeah.
we're
dance.
doing the all natural because I doubt I haven't looked and the ingredients are all the way over there. I bet there's no hydrogenated oil in it and stuff
Right,
like that.
sure.
Because if you leave it, if you leave it for a day or two, it'll separate a little bit. You got to stir it up again. But I bought this at Publix, but I know. Hang on, let me get my notes here. Whole Foods, Target, Sprouts have it too. Stuff
That's
like
good.
That.
Yeah, I like that.
And then I put. Let's see what do we got. We got 2 left. I got.
Can you bring peanut butter to school?
I don't know these days.
Because I
you
remember
guys would know better than me.
at Maisie's daycare, you could not do peanut anything.
It depends on how
Rich or school.
in the neighborhood you live in.
Okay.
The richer the neighborhood,
Yeah,
the
anything
less the
goes.
peanut butter.
Yeah.
In Castleberry, peanut butter crazy. They
okay.
shoot it out of a peanut butter cannon.
They have a cannon.
They feed it a trough. The kids just stick their heads in.
I'm hungry. Go eat the peanut butter trough.
Well, let me ask you, this is a side diversion, but when I was a kid and it was somebody's turn to bring stuff to class for their birthday, it was kind of embarrassing if you brought grocery store cupcakes or you bring something your mom made.
Yeah.
And I understand these days a lot of schools want you to bring prepackaged.
Yeah, they
because
make you.
They're afraid you have a dirty house.
Yeah.
And they're probably right.
Well,
I've seen your house. It's disgusting.
it's the paranoia of the parents, and that's the problem. Is
I
that
remember
every
one time-
parent is paranoid, thinking that some other parent's gonna poison.
I got an
their
email,
kid.
dude. I got an email for bringing I brought donuts from like, I don't know, some like one of the Donut King or something up front. I set them up front, and then they sent an email to Andrea saying, hey, in the future, if your husband wants to drop off donuts for us, no peanut butter donuts. I'm like, oh my God. Well, that's the last time you get
well,
donuts.
that's
No donuts for you ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. It dried up after that.
Yeah. That's the rich schools and their peanut butter allergies and all that.
What else you got?
Let's see, I got some bacon there in front of both of you. There's a trend now toward flavored bacons.
Flavored bacon.
Like Hormel started doing it, but they haven't really found it here yet. So this one is actually Publix has, I think, 4. What's
man,
their
you
what's
know
their
how to
what's their
cook
healthier
bacon.
brand? Greenwise.
Greenwise.
So they
yeah.
have 4 Greenwise bacons now. I really like this one. This
Oh,
one,
wow. That's excellent.
That's good. Now this is what I'm talking about. Some bacon.
Yeah.
Like that is never not going to be good.
Now they call this cowboy bacon.
All right.
So
Made a real cowboy.
I knew you were going to say that.
I'm
running
very
up-
predictable.
let's
My
see.
humor is extremely predictable.
We have Twinkies coming up later. I already know the jokes coming there too. Ancho pepper, cayenne, red bell pepper, black pepper, mustard, garlic, coffee, cocoa powder, brown sugar, and smoke. Those are the main things.
Wow.
in it.
All right.
That's delicious.
That's great with breakfast. I made a BLT with it the other day. That was pretty good too.
Yeah, like remember when the study came out? I want to say it was like a couple of years ago, and I think I heard it on the Jim Colbert show where they were talking about how like if you eat like 5 slices of bacon, that honestly like doctors have said like that removes like 9 months of your life, and I'm like that cannot be true.
That's probably how long ago was this?
I don't know, like 2 or 3 years ago or
So
something. But that can't be
well,
true.
you notice bacon isn't cured anymore. Everything says uncured on it. So the nitrates are the thing they're supposed to be bad for you. Now I'm not going to say bacon is healthy for you, but everybody's worried about the nitrates, and so they don't. The way they've prepared bacon these days, nitrates are, I don't know if they're non-existent, but they're much lower. And that's why if you look at almost all bacon says uncured on it. And so they use stuff like, I don't know what this does, but they use stuff like celery powder and cherry powder, and those help mimic whatever you're missing from bacon when we were kids.
Cherry powder. That's what girls put on their cheeks.
I think it just turns out that just sugar and carbs are what you
Sure,
stay away from.
like bologna too, like Oscar
too
Mayer
much of
bologna.
anything,
They don't. That's uncured. Most cold cuts are not cured.
Dude,
anymore
bologna
either.
slaps too. I love bologna, man. Like a big old piece of thick cut, cold.
Oh, with the red stuff around the outside. Yeah.
I mean, that was the snack. You'd come in after riding your bike. You'd run to the fridge. You'd open it up. You'd look. There's nothing. You'd reach in. Thick slice of bologna. You'd peel off that red piece. Ice cold bologna. Start eating it. Oh my God, so good. Ice cold bologna. And a Sunkist or some sort of Diet Coke, iced tea.
You wrap some Velveeta cheese, which is also not cheese.
Yeah, you're trying to
some
man.
oil.
Oh, that's good.
Cheese like oil. Oh, delicious.
Love
two different meat-like products, or dairy. One meat, one dairy. Go to town.
So where is this bacon found?
I found it at Publix.
All right,
It's a Publix brand. They don't have it in with the regular bacon. They have it in the where all the steaks and pork chops and all that.
Oh,
stuff are.
all right. You're gonna have to go. Go to the regular meat case, not the case that has like hot dogs, and because your normal bacon is with hot dogs.
Yes, yeah.
Which
And
I hate.
Little smokies and prepackaged sausages.
I also love hot dogs, but man, are they terrible for like one hot dog. Like I normally don't look at it, but like one big boy, like if you wanted a big boy, it's like 700 calories and like 90 grams of fat and 1,200 sodium grams. Or something. Like it's ridiculous. If you want a fat boy,
Well, get the kind with more bone meal in it. That'll help stretch.
yeah, give it the bone meal. Oh my God.
So have you ever had those hot dogs that like the cheap hot dogs that are kind of gritty?
Yeah. I used to. My favorite hot dogs come from a place. They're pink. They're bright pink, and it's called Greenville Franks.
Oh, really?
They're not even hot dogs. They're Franks, which I think is a lower cut.
I quit calling them wieners. And like, there's a guy at Publix.
Wieners, Glizzies. They got a lot of names
I'm
now.
not saying Glizzy.
Because I bought.
I like that John drew the line in the sand on Glizzy.
I
Sounds like a glistening ding dong, right?
I bought a 6-pack of Nathan's for Tommy because he enjoys full meat hot dogs.
That's
And,
with skin or without?
without skin.
Wait a minute. He's a quiet, patient boy. Can I interest him in some baseball?
he may like or enjoy baseball.
The slow pace of maybe the running the numbers.
So I'm there checking out, and I have the hot dogs, and I have a bag of spinach that I use for my morning smoothies and some other various products. And the guy behind me, he's like, "You put spinach on your wieners?"
He bullied you. He bullied you.
You said, "Thank you, sir. That's going on the show. Thank you very much."
He bullied you in the line.
I did the awkward. I was like, "No, I use the spinach for my smoothie." And then I'm like, "Why'd you say that?"
Yeah, he bullied you. He was trying to shame you.
Don't say wieners. It was like,
Put spinach on your wieners.
yeah. Like when you call a hot dog a wiener, like just
You prefer a hot dog?
Yeah. It's wiener. You know what it means.
Yeah.
To stop saying.
Yeah,
it.
but like I think the Germans call their sausages that too, right?
Yeah. Well, guess what? You're not in Germany. You're in Florida. Hot dog. Anyway, all right.
Last one. Twinkies. So let's get ready for some jokes about Twinkies.
All right.
So
I'm not going to make one.
So
now,
there is a new Twinkie I didn't bring in. Only at 7-Eleven. They have cherry Slurpee flavored filling Twinkies. These are the mystery Twinkie. They came out at the beginning of the month, and in October on social media they're going to reveal what the flavor is. There's a sweepstakes you can enter and potentially win if you guess properly. I guess you'll go into a raffle because I assume more than one person will guess the right thing. But you'll win a year's worth of Twinkies. This is a deal, a social media thing.
I'm just gonna peel.
Hostess is doing with Dude Dad.
Dad.
I don't know Dude Dad. Do you?
I don't.
But he's apparently he's popular. I don't know if he's Mr. Beast popular, but he's very popular.
So this is an influencer product.
Yeah. This is his flavor.
This is Dude Dad flavored mystery.
First see what you
Twinkie.
think, and then I'll tell you what some people have guessed, and we'll see if it changes what your guess is. This is my first tasting this one too.
Remember in the 80s
That's bubble gum.
when the society was like, "Oh, Twinkies, what are they made of? They'll last forever."
Forever,
Like people were up in arms that it was made of entirely, chemicals and other kind of food products or whatever. And now no one cares because
well,
that's
now-
all our food.
They said
And
the same
I thought
thing,
this might come up. To be fair, everybody thinks Twinkies are in the store forever, and they're only like 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah.
If they're still on the shelves, they get rid of them and send them to like the day old stores, and then bring in new ones.
That's bubble gum, right?
I'm
Tutti frutti bubble
I'm
gum.
having a hard time with it. It could be maybe a raspberry.
I'm super mad now because it does taste like bubble gum.
Tastes like
bubble gum.
Sorry.
Quit making things bubblegum flavor.
Yeah, they're worse.
yeah. I only want bubblegum to
For
be
bubble
bubblegum
gum.
flavor.
Yeah.
Nothing else. I
No.
never.
Bubblegum vodka, disgusting.
I've never eaten anything and said, I wish this was bubblegum flavor.
I'll go even hotter on your take. I feel like when I go to the dentist, don't give me bubblegum.
Oh yeah.
No. At the dentist,
Everything at the
mint.
dentist you should be mint.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
See, well,
That's
when I
correct
was a
answer.
kid, the dentist was orange, and so I had a hard time eating orange flavored stuff for like 10 years.
Those
They
orange?
just orange and that just gritty stuff and
Yeah.
grind on
Oh,
your teeth.
just
It's like,
I get
use
orange
I shouldn't
too.
eat orange stuff.
I sometimes
You're the orange?
I've had orange before. Yeah, I've had
God.
orange. I've had grape. I've had cola. I'm
Yeah,
like
but-
cola.
No, the spearmint. That's
Yeah.
the only thing the dentist
standard.
needs.
Well,
Just
and it's
give me
funny
some
because
real
then that
mint.
scars some people the other way around because they like mint should only be in toothpaste. They can't eat like chocolate mint cookies or anything like that.
No, I mean there is
Chocolate and mint. Where do you land on that? You
I
like it?
like
Yeah.
a chocolate
My daughter
mint.
loves it.
I like it as well.
Yeah, the Andes
mints.
Girl
mints.
Scout cookies,
Yeah.
Andes mints.
Yeah, Maisie thinks Andes mints are where it's at.
There's
Junior
there's a
mints.
pretty good fake thin mint you can usually get at Dollar Tree stores.
Okay,
No, really?
that's
Okay.
good to know.
But
Yeah,
here-
I guess
go
bubblegum on that because that is terrible.
So I'll run down some of the people. These are I scoured the internet, and these are some of the things people said: Fruity Pebbles, bubblegum. And by the way, people listening can't see it, but it's just white, so there's no you don't get a color to help you figure out what this is.
Right,
the
right.
filling. Fruity Pebbles, bubblegum, lemon. Somebody just said tropical. Twizzlers. One person, I love this. One person said fabuloso.
I like that.
Yeah, cotton
Yeah.
candy, Swedish fish.
I know the ethnicity of that person.
blue raspberry, and some people, more than one people, think it tastes like banana cream pie. I don't get banana from that.
No.
No, I don't get any banana, especially artificial banana. Like one of my dad's favorite treats was an artificial banana popsicle. No lie. And they were only sold at 7-Eleven. And they were horrible.
Yeah,
they were
yeah, yeah.
He loved them, but they were horrible.
What do you think this influencer made for this partnership deal?
Dad
That
dude?
Doodad.
Yeah, Doodad. Let's look up Doodad and see what he does. Is it a YouTuber?
Yeah, I'm sure he's on all the things.
I got
That's why
his-
they call him instead of a TikToker, they just.
I got
call
his
him
net
a-
worth.
a
What do you
content
think?
creator.
You wanna
Okay.
just go
Oh, well,
net
these are
worth?
always accurate on the internet, so
All
I'm
right,
going to
so-
say $10 million.
All right, so Doodad, someone that I've never even heard of one time, and I consume a lot of internet, but it's never popped up in my algorithm. I have no idea who he is.
Yeah.
John.
He's an aspiring actor in Los Angeles. His wife got pregnant. To provide for his family, he combined his hobby of making videos with fatherhood and created Dude Dad, a platform for sharing the joys and challenges of parenting through comedic content.
He was in LA? I thought he was like in Colorado or something.
Well, all of them go to LA when they make it, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
because they're like, "Hey, I'm just as successful as Dave Chappelle. I am the new, I'm Twinkie Dave Chappelle." And then they go to LA, and it happens.
So John said 10 million. I think that may be a lot.
Well, I think it's a lot too. I just think these things are usually
yeah,
wrong.
I'm gonna,
Well, I
gonna go-
got 4 different ones. I got 17, 10, 24, and 41.
whoa!
So it's at least 10.
Yeah.
Right? I always
yeah.
take the lowest number, but it's going to be somewhere in the middle. So let's just go with a solid 18 million.
So definitely a multi-million.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's doing pretty good. He's doing pretty good. Taylor Kalmus, also known as Dude Dad. Yeah, he has a lot of partnerships.
Just for putting up some videos of playing with your kids. Oh,
well,
God.
they normally do
I
do
know.
like
He's probably doing more sketchy stuff.
you know, like your wife.
I
wants
should have
to-
done my research
How
and
your
watched a bunch
wife
of his stuff.
acts when you've been playing Call of Duty all day, and then you do the video, and then people are like, it's so true, and then click, click, click.
So what flavor did Doodad come up with?
Oh, well, that's the thing.
Yeah,
we
it
don't know.
comes
We won't
out.
know till October.
Oh,
comes out in
so it's a
October.
miss. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
they want you
So-
to buy them. They want everybody to buy
Yeah.
them and see them and see what they think.
They're
But
driving
yeah, I
it.
think I don't know if I understand when you say bubble gum, but like for me, that first bite was more like raspberry or something like
Okay.
that.
You know, it's funny. Crystal somehow stumbled upon a box of Twinkies, and then Max had his first one like
do you
this
think?
week. Didn't like it. Yeah, he ate
Yeah.
it, and he's like, "What is this made of?" And there's like, no one knows.
Yeah, no one knows.
It's like a cake with a filling. He's like, nah, I don't like
A
it.
lot of tried and true stuff. Like Maisie doesn't even like cupcakes. Like she'll take a bite of one, she'll be like, "That's fine."
Like even homemade cupcakes or just
No,
hostess.
doesn't like cupcakes. She likes cookies. She'll eat a cookie.
Gotcha.
You know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
cupcakes, anything with icing, anything with cake. She
I-
don't like cake.
I feel like Twinkies are some acquired taste that you grew up with. It's like nostalgic because they're not that good. You know what I'm saying? Like
No.
even obviously the bubblegum flavor doesn't fit, but a regular Twinkie, and I had one because I had the rest of Max's, and I was like, not that good.
I think,
It's like,
I think
there
your
are
standards
better
get
things.
higher as you get older, though, because like I remember having, like I can even like let's take something that most people collectively love, like a Reese's cup, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Most people like
Better
those.
than a Twinkie.
Yeah, it is. But when I had one as a kid, and I remember what that was like versus having one now.
Oh yeah.
I can remember that it's just like I don't know if it's just because of just my taste buds are dead or I'm dead or like what, but it's not. I don't
The
get
excitement isn't
I
there.
get nothing out of it. I'm
Yeah,
like
yeah.
candy, okay, great.
Well, when you're in your 40s, you get the guilt, and
Yeah.
what you know is coming after you eat it. You're like, I shouldn't have eaten.
I'm already disgusting, and this is just adding to
yeah,
it.
yeah. So then, so
Yeah.
it does, when you're a kid, it doesn't come with the guilt.
No,
I think your
Um,
taste, you either, I think both. I think your tastes get more sophisticated as you get older. Like when you're a kid, just sugar and sweet and smooth and light, and those are all things you like. It's not crunchy. It's just, nice and smooth and fluffy. But that, like when you were a kid, first time you drank coffee, that tasted like poison.
Yeah. Well, your
Oh,
taste
yeah.
buds also
or
are-
beer.
Yeah, first time you drink
Wor-
beer, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I had a beer, I was like, adults love this, and now I'm like, gotta have it. Oh, better get one.
So, John, anything else you've been up to recently? Like,
not much. It's still just doing I have many little jobs instead of one big one. So like Old Hearth Bread Company. Do you know them?
Nice, yeah,
They
good
they,
bread.
they make both bread that's at a lot of farmers markets and also bread for a bunch of restaurants around town. And I help them with their social media. I do that.
Oh,
They
that's
got
cool.
good bread, man. A lot of like you'll find some of your better local sandwiches will end up on.
Oh yeah, sourdough bread. Like sourdough,
Yeah.
their sourdough is everywhere, not just the farmers markets at Whole Foods and different things like that. That's sourdough's great. And at the holidays come up, they'll start making some more stuff for the holidays too. But and let's see what else.
I feel like the bread business is good right now because people because they are like counting their carbs or like
Yeah.
and then it's like so you realize if I'm gonna have bread, it might as well be the best
quality, yeah.
like
Yeah.
like some like more craft like really good ingredient bread rather than your regular white bread
Oh,
at
yeah.
Publix or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like have some high quality
It's,
bread.
it's crazy we're even talking about
delicious.
this for lunch this morning because I was out of bananas and normally I have a J. Rob smoothie with bananas and peanut butter and stuff.
Yeah.
But we didn't have any bananas, so I ended up having what Maisie has for breakfast, which is eggs and toast, like an
Okay.
old man. So I had
I should do that
two
about once a week,
pieces of Wonder Bread white toast with just butter. That's all I had, and a cup of black coffee, like a detective. And I loved the toast. Man, when's the last time you had a piece of Wonder Bread toast with butter on it?
It's been a while.
It's amazing, dude. I
Oh,
was like,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is so good. I was like,
my
oh my
answer
god.
would be Tuesday.
Yeah, I loved it. I was like, this is like old men have got it right. Like toast is awesome. Like I'm into toast.
Just toast and black coffee.
Yeah, toast and black coffee. You got to get the toast down in there to keep your ulcer from flaring up, and then you dump the black coffee on top of it.
Oh, I also handle the events newsletter for Edible Orlando magazine.
Oh, nice.
So if you want to know what's coming up, as far as restaurants doing, like there's, let's see, well, I'll make you subscribe, but like there's a dinner coming up in the next couple of weeks that, it's at a steakhouse, but they're pairing it with 5 different bourbons.
Oh, wow.
Or let's see, Food and Wine Festival's coming up at Epcot.
Yeah,
Stuff like that. So help keep everybody updated on the stuff like that that's coming up.
The Food and Wine Festival has been the biggest scam of my entire life. I'll explain because
Before you start, I'm going to say I still do work for Disney.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
No.
though.
I listen. Whatever I say isn't going to affect anything. So, but I'm just going to
people
tell
love
it. Yeah. Oh no, they do.
Andrea has her birthday out there.
I've been there and I love it. I understand, but you understand the scam of paying
To go.
a lot of money just to get into a place to pay a lot of money for beer and wine and
but it's
and
a
little
nice
tiny.
place. But it's a nice place.
I like appetizers,
Yeah.
So it is a lot, but or it is nice, but essentially you're, paying $170 ticket to get in to pay another $200, and
I feel like most
the food
people.
is decent, but
But last time you did it, was it fun?
I'm sorry, it was fun.
really fun. But then a lot of
but
cities.
it's the biggest scam in my
It
lifetime.
was funny to see a lot of cities kind of take that model and then like do it on their own. Like even Baldwin does one now where there's like
the taste of
Taste
this,
of
the taste of that,
Baldwin.
yeah.
They do like
Yeah,
Taste
yeah.
of Winter Springs, and it's just the same thing. In fact, it's even like a little more organic in that you got a lot of mom and pop restaurants out there that kind of want to show out and win.
We don't have to pay to get into.
Well,
you know?
sometimes you do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
sometimes
you do.
need a ticket and then you walk around. It's still like a ticketed event, but you're certainly not going to have to pay $170 plus food cost. In this, you'd probably pay like a $65 ticket price, and then all the walking around and tasting is free. They do.
Oh, okay. If it's free, then that's
Well, it's $65
Yeah,
for
yeah.
your ticket,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
then you walk around and you get unlimited samples.
Well,
of
that's that
Well,
makes
and sometimes
sense.
those are different because the restaurants, sometimes, not always, I don't know any particular, but sometimes the restaurants are paying to be there.
No,
Right, right.
Yeah,
So
no.
that helps cover the cost.
Maybe we
also.
should do one of these. Oh my god!
We don't
A
need
taste of
another.
Tom and Matt.
Yeah,
We
we've
don't-
done
yeah.
free beer fest.
Yeah, we don't need to do
Oh,
that.
yeah, you got
No, we don't. We're
You already
done.
got that, yeah.
We're done. Shutting up shop.
So John, thanks for coming by.
We appreciate you, man. Thanks for being here. Is there? Give all your.
I'll plug the
socials.
website again.
Please. Yes.
Thatguyontv.com.
Thatguyontv.com.
Yeah, I wanted it, and then I wasn't on TV anymore, and 15 years later, I bought it. When
That's
one of
hot.
those,
While
one
the
of those
iron's
cyber
hot.
squatters had it. He was like, I want
Yeah.
$1,000. Like, I'm not giving you $1,000. So then I wasn't on TV anymore, and really very few people are on TV anymore, and so I got it for the regular price.
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
$8.
Well, it's interesting because if you asked like the younger generation, like what's on TV, they'd probably be confused with like, what does that question even mean?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
a-
Like on my screen, like anything you want. What do you mean? What's on it?
Yeah,
Pick
May,
one,
but
whatever
May
you
knows
want.
I know May knows the difference though, because like I think she sort of equates like, oh, you guys watch TV.
Oh, okay, yeah, because you guys still watch TV.
We do.
Yeah,
We do still watch TV. Yeah, you
Yeah.
forget that other people live other lives. I know.
Have you done, have you
done?
done this? Ask your kids to pretend like they're holding a phone.
Oh.
Like, I don't know,
Oh,
do you still,
yeah.
do you still do this where you like stick out your pinky finger and your thumb and hold it up like
I do, yeah.
one on the side of your head and one at your mouth? Ask kids and they just hold their whole hand
Oh,
up like
yeah.
a slab
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Like
just
they're
put it up to
watching
the
it.
side of their face.
Or
Yeah.
they're holding a brick.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if May's ever done that more than 10 times. Ever put a phone to her ear?
No, yeah.
I don't think she has. I don't think that's a thing that kids do.
Oh, my sons have always talked on speakerphone.
Yeah.
like they
100%.
or voice to text or whatever. Like that's going to be the only way they text.
Voice to
because-
text has also gotten a lot better.
Yeah, I
you
use
know,
that.
like-
I do use that a lot.
Yeah, I didn't because it was flawed. But now I think since, the last year of AI, I feel like almost every voice to text feature that anybody has gotten better.
Yeah.
How could
Oh,
it
yeah.
not? Like all of them. Even like the virtual assistants for doctor's offices and stuff, they seem to understand a lot more now. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, I could be just perceiving that, but that's what it feels like to me.
So we got a couple minutes, so I'm just gonna bitch about technology.
Please, all right, get it out.
Okay.
Get it all out. Better out than in.
Yeah. So I went. My phone case broke the other day, and
I noticed you got a really nice one with a slide-on pop socket, dude. That's fancy.
And then I was like, I'm going no case. And then I'm gonna show myself that I have the discipline
Yeah.
to not drop my phone and to take care of it.
Inspired by Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah. That's
And
what
then
Neil
you-
deGrasse Tyson does.
Yeah, and then you saw another. You saw somebody else in here the other day that had no case on their phone, and you were like, "I'm gonna be like you."
Yeah. So, but then I quickly realized after dropping it a couple times or whatever, and then like narrowly breaking my screen, that I'm like, well, I do not have.
You broke your screen?
I'm an imbecile.
Did you break it?
No.
Oh.
But I almost like I
Would
dropped
you
it
have
on
to
the
do
floor.
that move where you have to kick it with your foot and kick it into the grass so it doesn't fall on the?
And so then I was like, well, I'm going to look up because I have a problem with like charging my phone at the end of the night. So I'm like, they have those inductive chargers.
Oh, you need one of those Trump batteries. Have you seen Trump's?
No.
Oh, his cell phone looks like a real brick because he must want to use it all
It's
day.
got a mega battery?
Oh, dude, it's humongous. It's a big one. It's Anchor. It's made by the Anchor company that makes hurricane batteries. I looked into it because I was like, I want a big old battery on my phone like that. It looks cool.
So it just attaches to your
Oh,
phone.
it's
so it never,
humongous. Yeah, it looks like a vape rig that like a juggalo would have.
So, but I got the induction charger because I was like, oh, it's just the pad that you put there, and then I can just put my phone on top of it and it'll charge.
You think you're better than me?
So then I got I got a case. I looked it up on Amazon that works with induction charger or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, perfect. Now you just put
Induction
it
charging. Welcome to 2009.
Yeah. So the what they don't tell you is you have to put your phone on its back to charge
Yeah, what
it.
did
right?
you think on the front?
Well,
That's the glass where you touch the glass, you idiot.
So I'm there about to go to sleep, and then all of a sudden a bright light comes on, and then I get some notification or whatever, and then I'm like, what the hell? And then so I lean over, and then I put it in airplane mode. That doesn't stop it. So then I turn off Bluetooth. I'm like, what the hell? I can't get it to stop going off throughout the night, and then back to the stupid charger.
Well, you can usually just set your phone for do not disturb hours.
I don't understand.
Yeah,
that,
he did
John.
that once, but then it would never
Hey,
turn off.
ruined the story, John. Shut up.
No, then it would
Yeah,
never
you
turn
can.
off.
Yeah, but I would forget to turn it on. I'd be coming to work and I'd be like, man, our business is slow.
Yeah, but you've seen
One
us.
thing, you just set it like, okay, between 11 o'clock at night and 6 in the morning, it's just a brick.
You've never seen people set their phone on an inductive charger? Like in my car, in front of me. I put my phone on it. I don't put it on its face. What would be the point of putting your phone face down?
Well,
So you don't see anything?
how do people? They just put it on sleep mode so it doesn't light up throughout
No,
the night.
well, I assume on your phone, on my phone, there's an actual setting you can set it so the same hours every day.
It doesn't light up.
Yeah, it just other than like if you give somebody, like you can set it to, okay, if my wife, my mom, if certain people call, then ring. But otherwise, it's just dead, nothing.
Okay. Oh yeah, it won't light up. All right. People are laughing at me. Screw you, chat room.
No, they're just.
Listen,
I
your
mean,
parents go through the same thing I do
It
every
was
day.
Jackal. He said, "Someone just get Tom a rocking chair and a leg blanket and call it a day."
Yeah. Well, listen, there are
I think
people.
I just plug mine in and it turns off. Like I plug it in and it doesn't give me notifications all night.
I did notice last time I updated my iPhone, it never really gets completely dark anymore. Like the clock stays on. I could probably turn that off. I just haven't bothered.
This show is still getting broadcast on the radio, and those people understand what I'm going through. I know they do. There's people driving around listening to
I'm
the
with you,
radio,
dog.
and they are like, I tried that too, and I couldn't get it to turn
I
off.
set it right on the glass and it was lighting up like crazy.
And then my wife was bitching all night that her phone was lighting up the room. And
Why
then,
didn't you just do a plug-in just because you thought it's
or that'd
saving
be
us?
easier. Yeah, because
Or here-
I'd forget to plug it in.
Here's a low-tech solution. Put a magazine on top of it.
Well, that's what I thought about
That's
doing.
good. John's a problem
Yeah,
solver.
yeah.
Or here's another thing too. You might mess up with it because if it's not on the pad, I mean, knowing you the way I know you, if it's not directly on the pad, if it's just a little to the right or a little to the left, it won't charge.
Well, no, I wait till the lightning bolt comes.
Okay,
I know,
good.
I
That's
know
good.
enough.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm
That's
like,
good.
oh, lightning bolt.
I'm
I know
proud
what
of
that
you.
means.
I'm
Yeah,
proud of
yeah,
you. You got the lightning bolt.
yeah. Anyway, John, well, thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
We
appreciate
appreciate
you
having me.
being here, man.
And we will see you tomorrow.
Awesome. Is that it until lunchtime? It is, right? Or we're not coming back, though,
We're not
right?
going to come back now.
All right, guys. We'll see you.